They said be good. Don't cause trouble. Don't make noise. Be polite. Be helpful. Respect everyone, even when they disrespect you. And if you do all that someday, life will reward you. But has it? I mean, seriously, has that worked for you? Because I know a man. Let's call him Joseph. Joseph was the good guy. Always serving. Always available. He was the one people called when things broke, when they needed advice, when they were in crisis. Never said no. Never wanted recognition. And one day he got sick. Quietly. No money. No help. The same people who praised his kindness vanished. Because the world doesn't reward good. It rewards power. It rewards visibility. It rewards what it can use. I think of history too. Ever heard of Ignaz Semmelweis? He was a Hungarian doctor. In the 1840s, he discovered something simple but revolutionary. If doctors washed their hands, they could save women from dying in childbirth. But guess what? He was ridiculed, mocked, silenced. Because even though he was right, he didn't fit the system. He was too soft-spoken, too humble, too good. They didn't listen. He died alone in an asylum. And years later, after his death, they called him a pioneer. So let me ask you, how many more of us have to die quietly before we realize being good isn't the goal? Being true is. I've lived this too. Said yes when I should have said no. Stayed when I should have walked. Gave when I was already empty. Not because I didn't have a voice, but because I thought being good meant losing myself. But I've learned something. Real goodness? It doesn't erase you. It doesn't make you small, silent, or afraid to speak truth. Have you ever been the good friend, the responsible one, the helper, and still found yourself alone? Still found yourself overlooked? Still found yourself whispering, God, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. You're just waking up. Waking up to the fact that being good is only holy when it's paired with truth. Otherwise, it's just performance. You can be kind and still have boundaries. You can be faithful and still say enough. You can be compassionate and still choose distance when the room no longer sees you. I'm not saying don't be good. I'm saying don't be used by it. Don't wear goodness like a muzzle. Don't bleed for people who laugh at your scars. So let me add something else. They said, if you're a good person, life will be good to you. That's the first lie they fed us. How's that working out? People are out here being used, ghosted, fired, betrayed, all while praying and smiling. Goodness doesn't guarantee reward. In this world, clarity and courage open doors, not politeness. They said, work hard and everything will fall into place. Some of the hardest working people are invisible. The system doesn't notice effort. It exploits it. They said, God helps those who help themselves. Where's that in the Bible? That's not God. That's capitalism with a halo. They said, be humble. Stay in your lane. Don't draw attention. That's how lions get taught to act like mice. Humility doesn't mean erasing your fire. It means knowing who gave it to you. They said, nice guys finish last. No. Passive guys finish last. The ones who confuse shrinking with strength. This world doesn't respect harmless. They said, it's ungrateful to want more. So you should silence your soul just to avoid looking selfish? Gratitude isn't a leash. You can thank God and still hunger for more. They said, real Christians stay quiet and take the hit. But Jesus flipped tables. He called out systems. If your faith makes you a doormat, it's not faith. It's programming. They said, obedience makes you holy. Blind obedience makes you harmless. And the enemy loves harmless Christians. They said, you owe them your forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't permission. You can release them and still walk away. They said, you need to prove your worth. To who? The same people who made you doubt it? You were born worthy. Anyone who needs proof doesn't deserve access. They said, if you're quiet long enough, they'll see your value. No, they won't. They'll just get used to your silence. So here's what I want to say to whoever's watching. You don't need to explode. You don't need to argue. You don't need to prove yourself. But you do need to come back to yourself. Because the real you, the one that speaks up, the one that sees clearly, the one that doesn't shrink, that version isn't bad. That's the one God's been waiting to use. They said be good. I say be whole. Be wise. Be honest. Be real. And when people say, "You've changed," smile and say, "No, I just woke up." This is Supernova. We're not just breaking rules. We're breaking patterns. Not out of bitterness, but because we've seen what happens when good people go silent. So, if something is rising in you right now, don't push it down. Don't silence it. Don't shame it. That's not rebellion. That's your resurrection. Let it speak. Let it move. Let it live.